Okie doke. Thought I'd just make a quick little video. Don't really know why, but I'll do it anyway. I'm sitting in a hotel room in Miraflores in Lima, which is like a coastal town, South America. It's taken me a long time to get here, a lot of travelling, a lot of planes, transfers and all kinds of shit today. Started off pretty well, ended pretty well, but there's definitely a few roadblocks in between, as you do. So I travelled from Brisbane to Auckland this morning. That was fine. I don't know, 3.5 hours, something like that. It's pretty good. Got to Auckland, that was fine. My scheduled flight, about halfway through me waiting to get on the next flight, it got delayed and pushed back 2 hours or more, which meant that my new arrival time in Santiago was basically the same as my boarding time for my next domestic flight from Santiago to Lima. Kind of a problem. So anyway, yeah, boarded Auckland a couple of hours late, got to Santiago. I think everyone on the plane was kind of panicking as well, that they were late and everything, so everyone was in the same boat. I literally jumped off the plane and I was at the very back, the very, 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 very back of the plane, and they were only unloading from the front door, so of course, you know, Murphy's Law, had to wait, get right down out of the plane. I literally ran through the airport, out of international, down through into domestic, pretty much was like the last guy walking onto the plane for my domestic flight from Santiago to Lima. In the middle of that, I managed to stop quickly at the service desk and gave them my bag tag thing, so they could hopefully get my bag off that plane quick enough to load it onto the next one. That didn't happen. I mean, I did it, but they didn't do it. So I've arrived in Lima finally after something crazy like 26 hours of actual flying time, and then, you know, not counting all the actual time waiting in the airport and all that jazz, so I was pretty bushed, pretty tired. And then I found out, didn't get my bag. The only bag I do have with me is literally got camera gear in it, and my personals, like, you know, wallet and phone charger, things like that. I've got a windproof rain jacket, and that's it, and the clothes that I'm wearing. So that's interesting. I'm hoping they will chase my bag up and possibly deliver it back to me in the next day or so, somewhere, somehow. Who knows? It only has clothes in it, and like a pair of thongs and shoes, but it would be nice to have a change of clothes. Not so, you know, socks and undies, be good to get some new ones. Brush my teeth, things like that. It's got my toiletries in it. So that's that, you know, whatever. And then also on top of that, you know, I went to get a SIM card, and they're really expensive. Of course, everyone says don't get an airport one, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, easier said than done when you don't have any way to get around or anything. And it was Friday evening, peak hour, like 6:30, 7 o'clock here when I arrived. It was madness. My transfer car that was meant to get me from the airport to this hotel didn't exist, didn't arrive, wasn't there. I waited for a fair while and it wasn't happening. Talked to a few people, no. So I jumped in a taxi, which of course is really expensive. You know, whatever. I just didn't care at that point. I was like, just, you know, fine. So I made it out here to the hotel, which probably took us about an hour to get here, but that was in traffic. So, you know, really nice drive, apart from the actual traffic itself. The drive was pretty cool. We went through like all these like slum slum down suburbs, and there's just like trash on the streets and down these little back alleys, and it was all like rubble and rubbish and like dogs everywhere and people selling things and people trying to like come up to your window and all kinds of mad stuff. Really cool. But then we came through and now I'm in this really beautiful area near Flores, which is like I said, a coastal area. I'm pretty buggered at the moment. One part of me really wants to just have a shower and sleep till the morning. The other part of me wouldn't mind just going for a bit of a wander around. I'm not really hungry, but just have a bit of a wander around the nightlife and see what's happening. Maybe grab a beer or something, I don't know. That's that. So, hopefully we wake up tomorrow and something good's happened with my bag. I actually have these tile things, these GPS trackers, one with me in my wallet and the other one in my bag, which is lost. So I, of course, turned it on, tried to track it. It didn't work. The tile is not picking up a signal wherever it is. Its last signal was in Auckland in New Zealand. So much for technology, huh? It works if you're in range or whatever, but it's certainly not working at the moment, so I don't know where my bag is at all. So that's that. Whatever. I've got a bit of money, a little tiny bit of money. You tip here, they take tips for things that you want to buy. I've got another day or two here, and then a day. Sunday, so I've got one more sleep here, and then I go straight to begin the Inca Trail hike. So that's going to take like 8 days or 9 days, and that's camping and hiking each day, which I'm really actually looking forward to, just to get out and air my thoughts out a little bit. Spend a bit of time just chilling, walking up mountains. That should be good. So I'm starting that on Sunday morning. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. So maybe I'll make another video. Whatever. I'll see you on the flip side.